Welcome all the Standard 9 students. In our today's session of Science Part 2, we are going to continue the lesson Useful and Harmful Microbes. In this session, we are going to discuss about asexual reproduction, that is budding, and antibiotics like penicillin. Now, you all have heard the word baker's yeast. It is used in all bakery products. So, what is yeast? Yeast is a unicellular fungus which has 1500 different species. The cell of yeast is a eukaryotic type of cell. Most of the yeast reproduce asexually by an asymmetric division process called as budding. Yeast is a heterotrophic fungal microbe that grows on carbon compounds. Now, this is the diagram of yeast cell. You can see here, this is the mother cell and this is the daughter cell. Mother cell or parent cell. You can call any of this. Now, first of all, it produces a protuberance on the parent cell that grows to a full size and forms a bud. This bud is known as the daughter cell. Further, the nucleus, this is the nucleus, it splits into two halves and every half is then transferred to the daughter cell. After complete growth of the daughter cell, it detaches from the mother cell and grow as a separate cell of yeast. This is the process of budding. Now, you know that yeast is used in all bakery products. Why? Because the yeast cells convert the carbohydrates into alcohol and carbon dioxide. This process is known as fermentation. Yeast is the useful microorganism which is used in the making of bread, idlis and dosas. The bread becomes spongy due to carbon dioxide released by yeast during the process of fermentation. Now this is baker's yeast. When we add it in a dough, it ferment like this and we can make a bread from that dough. Now bioremediation. A yeast, Yarovia lipolytica, is used to absorb the toxins released during the production of palm oil. These are the palm fruits or palm seeds. And the heavy metals and minerals released in some other industrial processes. Saccharomyces cerevisiae is used for absorption of a pollutant, arsenic. Oil spills in oceans are cleaned with the help of Alcanivorax bacteria. These are all the uses of yeast. Now, the new term, that is antibiotics. You have definitely heard about it. What are antibiotics? The carbon compounds obtained from some bacteria and fungi for destroying or preventing the growth of harmful microorganisms are called antibiotics. Antibiotics is the discovery of the 20th century. Antibiotics have brought about a revolution in the field of medicine. The diseases like tuberculosis has been almost completely eradicated from some countries with the help of antibiotics. Antibiotics mainly act against bacteria and some antibiotics can destroy protozoa also. Now, there are two types of antibiotics. The first is broad spectrum antibiotics and second is narrow spectrum antibiotics. The antibiotics which are useful against a wide variety of bacteria are known as broad spectrum antibiotics. For example, ampicillin, amoxicillin, tetracycline, etc. When the pathogen cannot be identified, even though the symptoms of disease are visible, broad spectrum antibiotics are used. And the second type is narrow spectrum antibiotics. That is, whenever a pathogenic microorganism is definitely known, then this type of antibiotics are used. The examples of narrow spectrum antibiotics are penicillin, gentamicin, erythromycin, etc. Now let us study about penicillin. You heard this word, penicillin. It is the example of antibiotic. Penicillin is a group of antibiotics obtained from a fungus, Penicillium. Now there are many uses of penicillin. The first use is to control the infections caused by bacteria like Staphylococci, Clostridia, Streptococci, etc. The second use of penicillin is to treat certain bacterial infections of the ear, nose, throat and skin as well as diseases like pneumonia and scarlet fever. In 1928, the scientist Alexander Fleming had discovered this antibiotic. Now this is the homework for you. You can do it in your notebook. Also, write all the notes in this session in your notebook. Thank you.